So, a very warm morning to everyone, my dear lovely students. Hope you all are enjoying your holidays well. So, in the series of this online classes, today we have a mathematics class. So, in the series of this, today we will discuss a new chapter, that is chapter number 25, probability. Before that, all the chapters I think each chapter is completed. Today we will start a new chapter, probability. Okay. So, in this chapter, what is the subject? We will discuss the meaning of probability, sample space, its formula, how to find out, the probability of anything. I'll discuss everything, don't worry about that. Then fourth one is a question related to your homework exercise, okay? So starting with the very first term, that is given the meaning of the probability, okay? Meaning. What is the meaning? What is the term probability means? Probability simply means the chances of happening an event. The chances of happening an event. Any event. Okay, I'll discuss everything. The very first thing is you note down everything, write down in your notebook, because as soon as whenever the class will reopen, I'll check your notebook. Okay, so don't waste your time, watch the video completely and please note down everything. Questions should be there in your copy. Okay, so probability, the chances of happening any event is known as a probability. For example, if I take an example, in a cricket match, what happens in a cricket match? There is a chances of winning as well as losing also. There is a chances of winning and losing also. Okay? So 50% chance you can win and 50% chance you can lose also. So this is known as the chances, and here it says it is a probability of a particular event. Suppose a cricket match was there. In a cricket match, winning as well as loss category was there. One can win or one can lose. So both of them have a 50% chance of it. Okay, this is known as probability. Understood what is probability? Probability simply means a chance. Okay, simply now understood this one. Move to the next formula. Let us discuss the formula, then we will move to the sample space. This is the formula finding the probability. P of any event. Event means anything. For example, I am taking an example of a match. It can be anything. P of an event is a number of possible. Okay, is a number of favorable outcome. Favorable outcome upon total number of space is not there. I am telling you to write down total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. We will discuss everything. Okay, you don't worry about. Now understood what is probability? Probability simply means a chance of a particular event, and in order to find the chance for that particular event, we have this formula: number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Okay, now the question arises, what is the meaning of outcome? What is outcome? It is nothing. It is a result of an experiment, result of an event, result of an event, that is known as outcome. What is the outcome? Basic word it is. You know the meaning of outcome means result of any event is known as outcome. Okay, now moving to the important topic, that is called a sample space. What is sample space in the whole chapter? The word sample space, I think that is not particularly given in your book, but let me tell you, the word sample space, whenever you are studying the chapter probability in class 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, you have to study this chapter probability, and every time we have a sample space. We have 3 different types of sample space. Let us discuss one by one. Should I erase this? Okay. The very first sample space is coin. Second one is dice, and third one is cards. So whenever you will observe this chapter in any class, what you will see that coin, dice and cards. This chapter is completely relatable to the term coin, dice and cards. Whenever sample space topic is given, only these three are there. These three are there. From where maximum means maximum what? All the questions are being put up. Okay, coin, dice and cards. Now let us try to discuss each one, okay, one by one. Okay, so understand what is sample space? Sample space, we can say, is this is not a definition of a sample space. Sample space is what sample you are taking. It can be a coin, it can be a dice, it can be a card. Now the question arises, what is sample space? Okay, what is sample space? Write down the definition of the sample space. It is a collection of all possible outcomes. It is a collection of, should I write it here? Okay, collection of all possible outcomes. Okay, collection of all possible outcomes of a particular event is known as a sample space. Sample space. Okay. Now let us try to discuss this sample space term with the three examples by giving one as a coin, dice and cards. Let us try first one with the coin. Now we have a question. What is the probability of head and tail? What is probability of head and tail when one coin is tossed? Question is like this. Okay, we know what is the formula for probability particular event. Probability of a particular event is number of variable upon total number. So what is variable? First time, suppose we have to calculate for head. It is for head. How many times if one coin is tossed, what is the probability that it can come head? Only one time. If I am tossing that coin, okay, we have only one chance to get a head coin, okay, it means one. How many total? Total was head also, 10 also, tail also, head also, tail also. So in order to reduce this confusion of how many, the very first thing what you should do is write down the sample space for the particular question. Suppose this was your question. Here, before writing the formula, you write down sample space of particular event. SE, sample space of a particular event. How you will write? This will give you, since it was a coin and tossed one time only, what we can say? Simply we can say it can give you head as well as tail. Now try to find out. For head, this was possible. Similarly for tail, what we can say again, if I am tossing one coin at a time, 1 by 2. Understood? That is the total number, and this is number of possible outcomes. Understood how? Suppose my question is changed is one coin is tossed. Now I am writing 2 coins. This is your homework. I'll check out. If my question is 2 coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting head as well as tail? You will find it. Okay. Moving to the next part, and the next part is all about dice. Dice. What is dice? Everyone know that in a six numbers in a dice. Six number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If I ask you how many even numbers are there, you will say ma'am 3, 2, 4, and 6. How many odd numbers? You will say ma'am 1, 3, and 5. Okay. Now my question is, what is the probability of a dice having an even number when tossed once? When tossed once. Okay. For once means only one time. If I am playing with my dice, and what is the probability of getting an even number? Simple. For an even number, we have to do before writing this. Okay. Before writing this, the very first thing, sample space we need to write down. The sample space is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we want to find out even. What is the probability of even? Then we will get 1, 2, 4, and 6. So what is the? Yes. Now you may have to apply the formula to find out the probability. So the formula says P of even. This is even is equal to how many? 3. Total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now understood? And that is the answer. So thank you so much for this today's class. So please make sure you should write everything in your notebook. I'll check it, and if you can do some questions related to this exercise, please do it. And tomorrow again or the next day, we'll discuss all about cards. Okay.